Hi, my name is Sharon Smoot, and I'm a Realtor with eXp Realty. Congratulations, you're under contract on your very first home. I know you are super excited. The loan approval process has begun, but guess what? You could make a mistake that could potentially derail, blow up the whole thing. So I'm going to share with you 5 things that you should avoid doing if you don't want to blow up your home purchase. So the first is quitting your job. Under no circumstances should you quit your job, because your lender needs to know that you have sufficient annual income to make your mortgage payment. Now, you might get a job offer that you just don't want to refuse, that you can't refuse. But before you accept that job offer and quit your current position, talk to your loan officer to find out if switching jobs could impact your loan approval. The next thing that you want to avoid doing is making big ticket purchases on credit, and that includes co-signing for someone. Your lender is going to verify or calculate your debt to income ratio. And if you make a big ticket purchase on credit, that could skew your debt to income ratio to the point where you no longer qualify for a mortgage. And a lot of people think when they co-sign for someone that that's not their debt, but that couldn't be further from the truth. When you co-sign for someone, you are legally responsible for that debt, and it will be calculated in your debt to income ratio when you're going through the loan approval process. The third thing that you want to avoid doing so that you don't blow up your mortgage or your loan approval is to stop paying your rent. Your lender is going to send your landlord what's called a verification of rent. And if your landlord indicates that you're behind on your rent, that could impact your loan approval. Now, the fourth thing that you want to avoid doing is spending your down payment money. Don't touch that down payment money. You have set it aside for a specific purpose, and I don't care what the emergency is. Under no circumstances should you dip in to that down payment money. What I have seen happen any number of times in my 15 years in this business is that someone has maybe a car breakdown, or maybe someone gets arrested and they need to get bailed out of jail, and the buyer thinks, oh, well, I have this money saved up. I can just dip into it. I'll be able to replenish it before I close. Don't touch your down payment money under any circumstances. And finally, you don't want to make any unusual cash deposits into your bank account. Now, if you have a job where you get tips and you've established a regular routine of making cash deposits into your account, that's one thing. But if you don't have a regular paper trail of having made these cash deposits and suddenly you deposit $3,000, $4,000 into your bank account, your lender is going to be like, wonder what that's about. We need to source that. Your lender wants to source or trace every penny that goes into your bank account. So if you bailed your cousin out of jail 6 months ago and they promised to pay you back that $5,000, and suddenly here they are, here's the $5,000, they're giving it to you in cash, don't put that cash in your bank account, because you don't know where your cousin Shorty got that money from. So don't put it in your bank account. No unusual cash deposits. So let's go over the 5 things that you want to avoid doing right quick. You don't want to quit your job. You don't want to make any big ticket purchases on credit, including co-signing for someone. Don't stop paying your rent. Don't spend your down payment money, and don't make any unusual cash deposits into your bank account. So those are the 5 things that you should avoid doing when you're in the loan approval process. If you have any questions about buying or selling a home in the Metro Atlanta area, feel free to give me a call at 678-446-5925. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. If you like this video and want to see more, be sure to hit like and subscribe.